Have you ever wished upon a star? Not me. Stars don't care about your wishes. But have you ever hoped for something deeply in your heart? Something that felt impossible, yet gave you the strength to keep going each day? This story is about just that kind of hope. It's a story from a small town called Elk Ridge. Elk Ridge is a small town tucked away in Montana. There's a lot of cows, quiet roads, and one big blinking yellow stoplight. That's what makes it so noticeable. That's also what makes it so strange that nobody from outside really ever visits. But inside the town is the Willow Creek Public Library. Now, this building has been here forever, or at least since before any of the current residents could remember. The library has been run by a woman named Margaret or Maggie to everyone else for more than 30 years. She loves this library more than anything. But lately, it hasn't been much of a library. Nobody goes there anymore. The townspeople seem to have forgotten that it's even there, and the books are starting to gather dust. Maggie herself is starting to feel very lonely, so she spends most of her time arranging the bookshelves, cleaning tables, and dreaming of a time when the library will be busy again. One day, suddenly, the door opens and a kid walks in. He's a nice-looking kid. His name is Ethan, and he's only 9 years old. "Excuse me," says Ethan. "Do you have a book about building a bird?" Maggie looks up, surprised to see someone in her library after so long. "Why, yes," she says. "Of course." Then she leads him to the right bookshelf, where there is a big selection of DIY books. After finding the book, Ethan finds a table by the window and sits down. As he flips through the pages, Maggie takes a deep breath and watches him. For a moment, she feels a spark of happiness inside. After so long, someone finally wants to read a book. But then she hears Ethan say to himself, "How hard can it be to build a bird?" Maggie remembers that Ethan came to her library to find a book about building a birdhouse. Suddenly, she realizes that no one comes to her library anymore, because no one reads books. Everyone gets their books online or on their phones. But what does a kid like Ethan know about building a bird? What does he know about books? Maggie decides to go to him and ask what she can help him with. She thinks maybe he just needs some advice. As she walks towards Ethan, she sees that he's already absorbed in the book, making notes and drawings. Maggie smiles and thinks that maybe her library isn't so useless after all. "Ethan," she asks gently, "do you want some pencils or maybe a ruler to measure the wood?" Ethan looks up and is startled to hear someone talking to him. "Oh, sure," he replies shyly. "That would be great." Maggie goes to get him the supplies and returns to see him drawing a picture of the birdhouse. "What kind of birdhouse are you building, Ethan?" Maggie asks kindly. Ethan looks up again and explains that he's making the birdhouse for his mom. "My mom works at the diner," he says, "and she likes to drink coffee and watch birds." Maggie understands that Ethan wants to make his mom happy with a special birdhouse. "It's very thoughtful of you, Ethan," she says. "She'll love it." But then Ethan asks Maggie, "Do you think my mom will like the birdhouse? I'm not very good at building things." Maggie puts her hand on his shoulder and says, "I'm sure she'll love it. And I'm here to help if you need it." Ethan smiles and thanks her. From that day on, Ethan keeps coming to the library to work on his birdhouse project. He brings his tools and materials, and Maggie lets him use a big table by the window to work on his craft. At first, Ethan works alone, but soon, other kids from the neighborhood start coming to the library too. They ask Maggie for art supplies and help to build their own projects. Soon the library is filled with the sounds of kids laughing and working on their projects. Some kids work on birdhouses, others work on models or robots. The library is coming back to life, and Maggie couldn't be happier. One day, a woman enters the library. Her name is Carla, and she's Ethan's mom. She works at the diner and has little time to spend with her son. But when she sees him working on his birdhouse with the other kids, she's shocked. "Ethan," she asks, "what are you doing here?" "Mom, I'm making you a birdhouse for Mother's Day," Ethan replies proudly. Carla looks around the library and sees all the other kids working on their projects. She's surprised to see them all here and asks Ethan why they're here. "We come here to build things and read books," Ethan says. "Miss Maggie helps us?" Carla turns to Maggie and thanks her for taking care of Ethan. "He doesn't spend much time with me," she says. so it's nice to see him doing something he loves. Maggie smiles and tells Carla that Ethan is a very talented builder. He's making an amazing birdhouse, she says. Carla looks at Ethan and sees how happy he is. She knows that he's right. This birdhouse will be the best gift she could ask for. As the days pass, the kids keep coming to the library to work on their projects. They borrow books and share ideas. Maggie watches them and feels a sense of pride. She's so happy to see the library come back to life. One day, Maggie decides to organize a special event. She calls it Read and Build Day. The kids can read a story and then use their imagination to build something amazing. The kids love the idea, and they invite their friends and family to come to the library. The whole town gathers in the library. There are parents, grandparents, even pets. The kids show off their projects, and the adults chat and reconnect with each other. It's like a big party. The library is filled with laughter and excitement. After the event, Ethan's mom, Carla, approaches Maggie and thanks her for everything she's done for the library and the town. "You've brought everyone together," she says. "We haven't had this much fun in ages." Maggie smiles and tells Carla that it was Ethan's idea to come to the library. "He's a smart kid," she says. "He knew we needed this." Carla hugs Maggie and says, "Thank you for everything." Then she looks around the library and sees all the people having fun. She knows that Maggie's right. Ethan saved the library and the town. From that day on, the library becomes the center of Elk Ridge. Everyone goes there to read, build, and most importantly, connect with others. The kids continue to work on their projects and share their creations with the town. Maggie watches them and feels a sense of fulfillment. She knows that she's not alone anymore. The library is full of life again. Now, whenever the wind rustles the trees outside the library, the townspeople know that it's just Ethan's mom, Carla, waving to her son from her porch, thanking him for the beautiful blue birdhouse that reminds her every morning that love can rebuild anything, one book, one project, and one child's dream at a time. Now it's time for you to take action. Go to our website to learn about our mission and how you can help bring books and libraries to more people around the world. You can donate, volunteer, or simply spread the word about our important work. Together, we can make a difference in the lives of millions of people around the world. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when we release new videos. We appreciate your support and look forward to bringing you more inspiring stories in the future. Thank you. Bye.